Here to the downside, and we have definitely to talk about the next levels. We want a quick look about the liquidations, where are the next liquidity is sitting below us, and we have also talk about the next zones here for Bitcoin. As we can see here right now, we have a massive big candle here on Bitcoin shooting to the downside over 4% already on the daily chart. So we have a daily candle from 4% to the downside, which is absolutely insane. The last time we got this candle, it's already a couple of weeks already ago. So the last time we saw this massive correction was here on the all-time high, also kind of 6% to the downside. And now the big questions for us is right now where we can potentially get here in some support level, where we can see the first support came in, and even also we have to talk, would we already possibility to get here in some positions right now. This is exactly what we are talking here about, especially when we have a quick look also on the altcoins. Altcoins for sure also get hammered down like crazy, but not that crazy like on the move here on Bitcoin right now. So over the day, the altcoins went massively to the downside, especially AVAX 15% already down, ESTA 17%, Pengu 10%, also here Link, Paper, Solana also doing not that well. Exactly, also here we have to talk about the charts of the altcoins, but otherwise let's go here first of all in the 1 hourly chart. Here we saw already a small bounce here for Bitcoin right now, so we lose this kind of level also here, our support line to the upside we was respecting here, and lose this level to the downside. In my opinion, the next level here for Bitcoin should be definitely here the liquidity down below. I already posted in our Telegram channel that we have a closer look here on the liquidity to the downside and in direction of $106,800. If you're not part of the Telegram channel right now yet, just go in the video description. There you'll find a link to our Telegram channel. Check out definitely also there. Otherwise, by the way, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, even also leave a like here that you never miss out one of the next videos when we're talking especially about some major datas coming in here like this crash right now, so that you are definitely be aware how you can position yourself. But let's go here straight first of all to our Bitcoin chart. So here we get now a small recovery to the upside, but potentially we can also see here on the 15-minute chart that assume we're getting not here a fast break here like a recovery straight to the upside, flipping the 50 moving average on the 15-minute chart to the upside, get here into higher level. It should be also very likely if we get here our short confirmation, getting retested the 50 moving average and go then down in direction of $107,000 or $106,000. And exactly there's my next level. I will open the next position. In the meantime, assume we're getting also a small push now to the upside. I will not open here any positions right now because it all looks like that we're grabbing here this liquidity here to the downside. If we're getting here also in the 48-hour chart on the liquidation heat map, we can see we are building now a little bit more liquidity to the upside, so there could be potentially a move even also to the upside. But in my mind, we definitely have to face here first of all the 200 moving average on the daily chart, and even also the big resistance cluster over here. We will talk later about also the daily chart for Bitcoin. Then we can see it a little bit more closer where the next levels are sitting, because the daily chart, to be honest, it looks very, very ugly to us. Even also on Ethereum and in Solana, we will also talk exactly about this chart. But first of all, let's get here also in the Nasdaq, because also here the Nasdaq saw this massive move to the downside, small recovery to the upside, and then also the short confirmation here from the Nasdaq, bouncing into the 50 moving average and then getting the next move to the downside. This is exactly what we potentially also can be seeing here on Bitcoin. So as soon the Nasdaq gets not the flip here to the 50 moving average, expect also for Bitcoin more continuation to the downside, especially also outlook for the Nasdaq. We can see here on the 4-hourly chart, especially also on the daily chart, that we have a lot of red candles also in the last days already. So the last days for the Nasdaq, especially for the traditional market, was not that bad. But for the Nasdaq, we are still in our uptrend. So as you can see here, the last correction is a long time ago. So in the last couple of weeks, since 28th of August, we're just pumping here on the Nasdaq to the upside, which is also not likely that we are also getting here a small correction from the Nasdaq, which is absolutely healthy. But as soon we're getting this correction, maybe from the Nasdaq up to the 50 moving average, which is for the Nasdaq nothing bad. But as soon the Nasdaq will move here in direction of the 50 moving average, would be kind of like 5%, I think, 3% to the downside. Expect also Bitcoin doing exactly the same. And when the Nasdaq getting the continuation, also Bitcoin will here go below 106,000 US dollars. 106,000 US dollars is exactly the level we have to watch right now, especially on the 4-hourly chart. We can see it a little bit more clearer. So we already broke here our structure now to the downside. Let me remove the indicators quickly. So we already broke here our support line to the downside. At least we have to close the daily candle here around 110,500 US dollars. So we could potentially get here a little bit out of our trouble. Otherwise, if you're closing below 110,500 US dollars, we should definitely aim here for lower levels. Next level would be here around these kind of level, around 117,000 US dollars, what is exactly in alignment also with our liquidation here. Going quickly to the 3 monthly chart so you can also see it. There is the main liquidity sitting, so it makes for the market maker a lot of sense that also moving the price here in direction of 106,000 US dollars. And to be honest, 106,000 US dollars from current price is just only like 2% away. So not that far. Imagine we got a move from Bitcoin right now on the daily chart today from 5% to the downside. So one more 2% would be very likely here on Bitcoin. Even also the Asian market was dropping us the last couple of 2 days to the downside. So yesterday, over the day, we got our move here to the upside, and then over the night, the Asian market drops us heavily to the downside. So potentially also we can also see this in this night. So maybe a little bit more recovery here to the upside, but then getting the more continuation to the downside. Otherwise, next level, what we definitely have to pay attention to get here into higher levels, because it seems to be exactly when we are also getting here on the 4-hourly chart that we are building here a new falling wedge pattern. So it could potentially also making here a new falling wedge pattern, which means for the falling wedge pattern, we could potentially also drop here one more time in direction of 103,000 US dollars, and at least at 103,000 US dollars. So then we're forming here this falling wedge pattern, respecting our resistance line to the upside and also our support line to the downside. At least here at 104, 103,000 US dollars, we definitely have to find some support and move the price into higher levels in direction of 120,000 US dollars again, because also here still there is liquidity left. So there's also our liquidity zone sitting, and even also we have an imbalance sitting. So over there it could be already, as soon we are reaching here 114,000 US dollars again, very quickly even also to the upside. But in my mind, we should potentially see for the next couple of days, as soon we are not reclaiming here this level of 110,700 US dollars, more continuation to the downside. My price target where I would open the next position is here 107,000 US dollars, with a very, very tight stop loss here around 107,000 US dollars exactly. So kind of like under this low, because if you're breaking 107,000 US dollars the low there, 103,000 US dollars is still in the cards, and potentially go even a wick in direction of 102,000 US dollars. So definitely keep this in mind, especially when you open the next long position. I open all my position here on Bitunix. If you don't have an account right now on Bitunix, just go in the video description. There you'll find a link to the exchange. They have a great offer still running. I think just like 5 days. They have a welcome bonus still available for you, 20% deposit bonus exactly for you. So just get also this bonus out there, especially in the market like this. You won't have some extra money to get here in some more new trade position. So definitely here go to the video description and also claim your deposit bonus over there. Otherwise, let's have also a quick talk about our main outlook, because this is exactly what I'm seeing here right now. So here on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, our main outlook here in the couple of weeks already. We are kind of like in the end of the phase of the bull run, as I mentioned already before in my couple of videos before. If you are new to the channel, just go back and watch one of my videos on the channel. Also scroll a little bit down, leave a like, and also subscribe to the channel that you never miss out one of the next videos when I'm publishing the next updates for you. Tomorrow I will definitely make also an update video about how the market was acting over the night. But let's talk quickly about these kind of level. Because here we can also see when we're going a little bit back here to the previous bull run, we can exactly see here in the last bull run, we got our bull run top here around between the green and red Fibonacci levels, so exactly in kind of this range. And as soon we are retesting or breaking the green Fibonacci level to the downside, this is the moment where we started our bear market. So it's potentially, we can also see exactly the same scenario right now. So we have also here a double top. So as soon we're reaching here or breaking here $100,000, in my mind, this double top would be still active and also be confirmed. And we could potentially see here this double top, and then the price target of our double top or W pattern here right now is here around, when we take this neckline here, and the price target would be here from the neckline, kind of like here in the middle. So then the price target would be first of all here around $44,000, so exactly in this kind of range. We have also finding some support before, and this is exactly also in alignment with our Fibonacci level over there. So as soon we are breaking here $100,000, we should be definitely very worried about our bull run end cycle. So this is definitely what we are having here to a closer look in the next couple of days. As soon we are not closing these or the next couple or the next week under $107,000, should be already fine. Then we could potentially see here one more leg to the upside, and also confirming the W pattern a little bit more higher and a little bit more later in the bull run. So kind of like in the end of November, it would be absolutely fine if you're seeing here then the breakout to the downside. But we definitely have to hold here these kind of support at $107,000. And this is exactly in alignment with our support line here, and also with our next liquidity sitting down below. So there are three indicators or three levels or three key levels we definitely have to pay attention if we are breaking here into lower levels. Last chart I also want to talk about is Ethereum right now. So let's go quickly also on Ethereum, because also on Ethereum we see here coming into our buy zone right now. We are talking about many videos before about this buy zone on Ethereum. So Ethereum also get a massive move here to the downside. You can remove this one quickly, and also our previous resistance or support line got now broken to the downside, and next price target would be here around $3,760, in between $3,600. At least there we have to get some support here in. We can see it from previous resistance already. So if you count this here, we have already here previous resistance coming from the last highs here. We already broke here the last high to the downside. So next resistance or next support line will be coming here in direction of this kind of level. Ethereum looks even less strong than some other altcoins, or even also on Bitcoin, because especially on Ethereum we broke our structure already to the downside. So in my mind there should be already here this trade target would be playing in the cards, especially when we have in here pointed out our trade scenarios. We have this triangle, price target of the triangle on the breakout is exactly in alignment with our resistance line, with our support line here. So they are pointing many things that we are reaching here kind of this level. And at least if we are not able to get here a perfect bounce and getting into higher levels again, then also for Ethereum we would here facing lower levels. And that's basically all from the video today. So a quick update video for you, how I can or how you can react also in the market here. Bitcoin broke the structure to the downside. Also, Ethereum went here way lower. We can quickly go here back on Bitcoin right now. So as you can see here, we have a heavily big red candle here on today's chart here on Bitcoin. Very important level, as I discussed already in the beginning of the video, is now here 108 to 117,000 $7,000 US. So these kind of level have to hold here in the cycle. Otherwise, we should aim here a little bit for more continuation to the downside. As I said, nothing really to say here about the liquidations. $106,000 US is still left. And that's basically all from the video today. So definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then be part of the next video. I will make a quick update video also tomorrow. Then hopefully we will see here some more green candles here for Bitcoin. Otherwise, stay safe, don't over leverage yourself, and then we see in the next update video tomorrow.